Want to know AQI, Air Quality Index, spare the air, reduce carbon emission. Please subscribe this channel for next video. What is AQI? AQI is the abbreviation of Air Quality Index in my context, an indicator for the outdoor air quality measured through the 6 types of pollutants. To get a number and says this is the AQI. The technicality may be convoluted. The air quality index is composed by 8 pollutants. Particulate matter 10, particulate matter 2.5, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, ozone, ammonia, and lead. First, generally, there are 6 types of atmospheric pollutants are taken into AQI that are particulate matters less than 10 micrometers, PM10, PM2.5, nitrogen dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, and ozone. The representative AQI for the air quality of the 6 AQI from each type. Depending on the type, a threshold of concentration is permitted for certain period of exposure. Secondly, each country adopted certain level of concentration of pollutant to be considered as permissible. Developed countries and the European regulates a lower concentration, while developing countries such as China and Vietnam allows for a higher concentration of pollutants. Thirdly, the equation to generate AQI is not the same. I will visit the approach from the United States Environment Protection Agency EPA by China and Vietnam. Fourthly, I will focus on PM2.5. The unit of concentration for PM2.5 is microgram per cubic meter of air. Naturally, this means the measurement including weight of filter after certain periods of monitoring where the air sucked through the filter. Alternative methods includes using beta attenuation measurement or BAM for continuous monitoring and using a laser beam to measure the diffraction by the air. The first one is considered as the most authoritative approach. The second one is used by the Department of State, US, at some embassies and consulates to measure PM2.5. BAM method compared a beta ray emitted by 14 carbon by source, black carbons in the 14 carbon by source, black carbons in the filter before and after sampling, and so attenuation, and third one is emerging as an low-cost option. What is in the air? The air in our atmosphere is mostly made up of 2 gases that are essential for oxygen. However, the air also contains smaller amounts of many other gases and particles. AQI tracks 5 major air pollutants: ground level ozone, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, airborne particles or aerosols. Ground level and airborne particles are the 2 air pollutants that pose the greatest risk of human health. What are some things that cause bad air quality? Ozone is a gas you have probably heard of as a layer high up in Earth's atmosphere. This ozone layer is a good thing. It helps block us from the sun's harmful radiation. However, ground level ozone is bad for human health. It is created when sunlight reacts with certain chemical emission, for example, nitrogen dioxide, carbon monoxide, and methane. These chemicals can come from industrial facilities, vapors, and other sources. PM10 and PM2.5. Human hair 50 to 70 microns, PM10 dust, pollen, mold. PM2.5 combustion particles, metals, organic compounds. Let's ozone, good and bad. Good ozone high in Earth's atmosphere blocks harmful radiation from the sun. Bad ozone, ground level ozone, can be dangerous for humans, animals, and plant life. AQI for ozone: good 0 to 50, moderate 51 to 100, Unhealthy for sensitive group 101 to 150, unhealthy 151 to 200, very unhealthy 201 to 300, hazardous 301 to 500. When is air quality bad enough that you should stay inside? An AQI under 50 means that the air quality is good. At this low AQI level, a person can spend time outdoors and air pollution will pose very little risk to their health. As the AQI number increases, so does the risk to human health. See the chart below for a summary of the AQI levels of health concern. Where does information about air quality come from? Instruments on the ground and satellites orbiting Earth collect information about what is in our air. For example, satellites in NOAAS GEO monitor the particle pollution in our atmosphere. The Joint Polar Satellite System JPSS also collects information about particles in our air. These particles include smoke particles from wildfires, airborne dust during dust and sandstorms, urban and industrial pollution, and ash from erupting volcanoes. Ground level ozone can also be measured by the JPSS series of satellites. Air quality index levels of health concern, numerical value, meaning good 0 to 50, air quality is considered satisfactory and air pollution poses little or no risk. Moderate 51 to 100, air quality is acceptable. However, for some pollutants, there may be a moderate health concern for a very small number of people who are unusually sensitive to air pollution. Unhealthy for sensitive group 101 to 150, members of sensitive group experience health effects. The general public is not likely to be affected. Unhealthy 151 to 200, everyone may begin to experience health effects. Members of sensitive groups may experience more serious health effects. Very unhealthy 201 to 300, health alert, everyone may experience more serious health effects. Hazardous 301 to 500, health warning of emergency conditions, the entire pollution is more likely to be affected. Instant, hourly, nowcast, hourly, PM 2.5 concentrations. This could be a source of confusion. Instant concentration is an informal term that show one reading of PM 2.5 that can be in every second to minute to hour, which all depends on setting of each monitor. Light scattering based monitors could yield high resolution data point or many more reading in the same interval than conventional monitors such as those with FEM approved monitors. Hourly concentration is the average of every reading within that. Daily concentration, similar to hourly concentration, is the average of all reading within one day. The daily average is important to the standard of ambient air quality. Another term is called moving daily average, which is average of 24 consecutive hours. This is different than the daily, since the daily conservation represents the concentration of a particular day. The last term related to concentration is called nowcast, introduced stipulated by the US Environmental Protection Agency. The nowcast concentration is used to forecast the real-time AQI in a particular hour. The nowcast concentration is calculated by weighted average concentration of the last 12 hours. The nowcast concentration therefore represents better the average concentration of a day without needing a full 24 hours of readings. The nowcast concentration put the most recent hours with distribution by multiplying with W factor. Since the W is always less than 1, the further hour to the current hour, the less important of that hour concentration contributed to the current nowcast concentration. In addition, for nowcast to be valid, at least 2 of 3 most recent hours must have valid hourly PM 2.5 concentration. I personally recommend additional requirement that the current hourly concentration must be valid because of the weighing factor or the most the current hour. Consecutive hour reading of PM 2.5 is not as simple but manageable. Two equations I found to calculate AQI from PM2.5 concentration. One is from US EPA, which the AQI is converted using the breakpoints, each level of air quality, and the other using the ratio of air quality, and the other using the ratio in percent of PM2.5 to the standard concentration. See the equation here. From concentration of PM2.5 to AQI of PM2.5, this section above stressed the distinction calculating AQI for historical summary, checking with standards of forecasting, any case with the appropriate type of PM2.5 concentration. The AQI is calculated by the equation below. For Vietnam, by November 2019, the equation for AQI has been changed from equation 2 to 1 using breakpoints rather a linear expression. The breakpoints can be looked up from the table below is applied for the US. A comparison of the same AQI category and the corresponding PM concentration will be followed. Details of AQI. AQI categories: index values, ozone ppm, particulate matter microcubic gram, ozone 8 hour 1 hour, particulate matter PM 2.5 24 hour, PM 10 24 hour. Good up to 50, 9, none. Particulate matter PM 2.5 24 hour, 0 to 12 none. PM 10 24 hour, 0 to 54 none. Moderate 51 to 100, 0.060 to 0.075, 0.075. Unusually sensitive individuals may experience respiratory symptoms 12.1, 35.4, 55 to 154. Respiratory symptoms possible in unusually sensitive individuals. Possible aggravation of heart or lung disease in people with cardiopulmonary disease and older adults. Unhealthy for sensitive groups 101 to 150, 0.076 to 0.095, 0.1252 to 0.164. Increasing likelihood of respiratory symptoms and breathing discomfort in people with lung disease such as asthma, children, older adults, and outdoor works. Increasing likelihood of respiratory symptoms in sensitive individuals, aggravation of heart or lung disease, and premature mortality in people with cardiopulmonary disease, older adults, and people of lower ACS. Unhealthy 151 to 200, 0.096 to 0.115, 0.165 to symptoms and breathing difficulty in people with lung disease such as asthma, children, older adults, and outdoor workers. Possible respiratory effects in general population 55.5 to 150.4, 254 to 354. Increased activation of heart or lung disease and premature mortality in people with cardiopulmonary disease, older adults, and people of lower ACS. Increased respiratory effects in general population. The concern with PM2.5 or fine suspended particulate matters is they are easy to transport in the air. Other materials and volatile organic compounds would absorb to the particular. The small size relatively to the nose hair, for example, makes the PM2.5 easily be transported to the lung. Number 2. Knocking doors. Not necessary, but it is good to look around and compare. Below is the regulation of PM2.5 from countries, public source, who recommends a sticker standard to reduce the least negative effects of PM2.5. Regulation of the countries reflects a balance between health, protection, and economics. Concentration of PM2.5 by countries plus WHO. Concentration as microcubic gram, WHO, US EPA, China, Australia, Vietnam. 24-hour mean annual WHO 25, US EPA 35, China 75, Australia 25, Vietnam 50. Annual mean WHO 10, US EPA 12, China 35, Australia 8, Vietnam 25. The permissible concentration 8, Vietnam 25. The permissible concentration PM2.5 reflects the balance of each Earth. In a common sense, the balance of economic growth and environmental cost. The Australia adopted a sticker standard for the annual mean concentration for PM2.5. Vietnam actually is compared to the standard China adopted. For example, a PM2.5 of 30 microcubic gram, look up the table above for PM2.5. 30 microcubic gram is belong to the second category with breakpoint lower bound 12.1 and higher one as 35.4, and index lower bound is 51 and the higher bound is 100. Plug those terms to the equation F. Equation 2 applied by Australia. AQIP CP CSD into 100, where CP is the concentration of the pollutant P in microgram per meter cube, and CSD is the standard or permissible concentration. Example for PM2.5 and Vietnam, the CSD. The AQI is the percent of concentration of PM2.5 to the permissible concentration. So an AQI of 50 in Australia means that the concentration of PM2.5 is a half of the permissible concentration. 25 PM2.5 is equal to 12.5. Meanwhile, the same AQI in Vietnam means the concentration of PM2.5 equal to 0.5 into 50 equal to 25 microgram per meter cube. The logic behind the US EPA's equation is complicated. The AQI is calculated with breakpoints for each level of threats. The format of calculation is understandable. See the equation here. Bracket. The equation 1 is more flexible to tune the AQI value to different shape. The equation 2 is a linear expression. Here is a indoor air quality monitors, and another one is AQI, how to collect data. Thanks for